everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank the whole team of TK Jazbaat for giving me this opportunity to present myself before you. So, TK Jazbaat, I just wanted to say few lines that you are a wonderful team coming up with a lot of amazing opportunities for the writers to flourish themselves. So, love you a lot for this. You are so good. So, starting with my introduction, I'm Shivangi Das. I live in the Port City, Paradip, situated in Odisha, and I'm currently pursuing my graduation in Zoology Honours. And writing has been my passion since 2 years, and I'm enjoying it. That's it. Then, keeping aside my introduction, let's start with the main purpose. So, here I'm gonna recite you the poem written by me named Life. Why do you think that life is puzzle? Is it just because it puts you into troubles? Or is it not that easy to solve its riddles? So, will you accept defeat at all? No, you can't. You should not. In fact, facing hurdles makes you stronger and resistant to the problems coming in future. Don't you spend a fraction of your time to play games and solve puzzles and try your hands on Rubik's Cube? Are not they mind boggling? But you really do enjoy doing these things, right? So why you, while facing the puzzles of real life, think that you can't solve all this? Let obstacles block your path until you yourself clear your clogged path. Let life confuse you more and more until you finally solve the confusion by yourself. Let yourself fall again and again, no matter what, until you learn to stand up firmly. Won't life be boring? Don't you think? Won't life be boring if it is not puzzled enough? So be daring and enthusiastic enough to start the journey to solve the puzzle named life. So, completing this poem, I want to start with another piece. It's just short of an open letter written to my mother. So basically, this Mother's Day, we didn't do anything because my parents feel that this is all show of things, like, you know, just like a show. So we never celebrate Mother's Day. I write poems for my Mother's Day and recite to him. But this Mother's Day, I've written a long letter, but I didn't get the courage to read this letter before her. So I have written it and kept it closed in my diary. So here I'm gonna read this letter. So it just starts like this. Dear Mama, you know very well how poor I'm in expressing my emotions verbally in front of anyone, even if it is you also. And while writing this, I know the scribbled words would never come in front of your eyes. I won't say how much I'm lucky to have you as my mother because of 2 points. First one is, everyone who has their mother is the luckiest in this world. And secondly, that the emotion this relationship between us provokes is inexpressible. No matter how many poems, long stories, prose, short stories I write, I would always fall short of words when I'm writing about you. I would always fall short of words as I'm now going through. You came in my life when my childhood was at stake. You took care of me, inculcated in me the good qualities as much as you could, and moreover, filled the void of a mother. Just when I was about to vanish in that void. I don't know. Uh, I don't know really, and I'm confused at how would I express my gratitude towards you for being the rainbow in my life. Just after my life went through a heavy storm. I love you a lot, Mama. I love you a lot. I wish I could tell this directly to your mama without any hesitation. I don't know why I hesitate before you, mama. Let apart. I don't know how would you have felt when you got married to Papa. Maybe you would have uh, some other plans about your life and marriage, but you satisfactorily accepted what you got. I feel sometimes you have sacrificed a lot in your life. Although every people go through sacrifices in their life, and that's what makes them great, right? So are you, mama. You are the greatest. I have seen you going through thick and thin. Even if you work so hard to take care of others and make them happy, even if you take care of others like no one can take, you have to listen some harsh and rude comments. But you drink your tears and happily gulp all those. Don't you think this huge tolerance you possess in yourself is bad for you and your self esteem? No, you always think about others except yourself. To be frank, when I grew up, I found out one thing about you, that you are somewhat irritating. When any when due to any issue, any argument goes on between us, I lose my sense and say many wrong things to you. I say many wrong things to you that hurt you deep down in your heart. I know, but I never have genuinely apologized to you till now. Rather, I go to you and normally start it off. It gradually cools up the heat that every argument taking place between us gives up. Saying a sorry to you for all my faults is not enough, I know. Rather, I have to work upon my mistakes now to rectify them and make you happy, rather. And to do that, I'm too lazy. But I promise, Mama, I will surely do that one day. The number of perfections you possess is just exactly equal to your number of imperfections. Sometimes you understand the things, and sometimes, no matter how hard I tried, you try to make you understand, you never seem to understand. You never try to understand. But that's okay. Not everyone is perfect now. So are you. You are perfect within your imperfections. You never seem to be one who gets angry. But as as much as you act like a kid with us, that much anger you express on us. And the food you make. Mother's food is incomparable. Every mother's food is incomparable. And the food you make, mmm, delicious. Who knew the girl who spoiled the curries by putting too much salt into it would cook so good that everyone will crave for the dishes she would make? After all, one thing I forgot to tell. You're too stubborn. Where, where, from where have you inherited this? Grandpa, grandma, matlab nana, nani, have not all this stubbornness. So where did you get from it? But you try to hide your stubbornness. I know. But my eyes never miss anything about you. When I sat in the balcony in your place, in your chair, as if your name is written on it, you never sat on the other chair. You just stand there. No matter how many times I tell you to sit on another chair, you don't agree. And finally, I have to let you sit on a chair. And you scold us for, sorry, you scold us for being adamant over silly things. How ironic, Mama. How silly. But let it be. After all, being a mother doesn't mean you have to lose your real you, right? It's okay if your imperfections show up from the large hole made up in the cover of perfections. you have hidden yourself with. After all, what's life if it is all happiness and no sorrows? And a person who has all good and no bads? Be what you are, Mama. It would really make you the happiest in the whole world, no matter how many people throw taunts on you. I know I can't help you because I'm too lazy. I can't know. I don't help you because I am too lazy. But I do know that, that what you feel, and I also know that these words would never really soothe you until I turn it, transform these words into actions. After all, actions speak louder than words. That's what I'll say. Wish me best, Mama, so I could do this. You made me realize that what happens for our good. We should not look out for the cause. The cause will walk up to us. You are the best first thing to happen in my life. Love you, Mama, from a crazy daughter of yours. Thank you.